What's up everyone, this is George from Your Local Musician, and today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to easily make your 808's hit that just slightest bit more. Now they sound great as it is, don't get me wrong, because if you've been watching me for a while you would have picked up Warm 808's, which is literally the biggest, you know, like the hugest 808 sample pack out there. It's fucking amazing. So without a doubt, let's just get stuck into it. So obviously what we're going to use today is of course a sample from my pack Warm 808's, which is filled with amazing 808's and more than you can possibly even want, I suppose, but I just want to over deliver and be as cool as a cucumber. That's something us British say. So yes, we've got the 808 loaded up here in EXS24 and it is ready to go. Let's have a listen to it without this little hidden plugin. So on its own, it bangs pretty hard as it is, but let's just have a quick listen to the actual beat that I've slapped together here. So it hits pretty hard as it is now, and but it could do with just that extra little bit of sauce to make it bang a little bit harder. Now, I'm proud of my pack. Go and fucking buy it because you'll love it. This plugin that I'm about to show you is actually designed for bass, but it does work on a multitude of different instruments, but 808's and bass is just what it's primarily sort of designed for, to give it that extra thump. And it lives up to its name because what it is called is Thump, and it is from this company that I love called AngelicVibes. I've actually been buddy old pals with them for a while, I think going back 3 years now. Now, obviously, if you're going to use this, VST, obviously map out your 808's, make everything sound lovely and all well put together as it is. Now this you just add on top. And basically, just out of the box, I've got it set to this preset here called Deep Bass. And let's just listen to what this plugin does to the 808 as it is. Let's solo it first, and then we'll play it with the beat. Now, it does its job. It does give it that extra thump, and I think it really brings an awful lot more character to any sort of sample that you work with. I generally just can't get enough on it. I use it on so much stuff, and I've been going crazy with it over the past 10 to 12 beats at least. And so that was it on its own. Let's play it with a beat. Now, I don't make very 808 heavy bass driven music, but I do use 808s in pretty much every production that I put together, and this has become my new secret weapon. So let's have a little go through the controls. Now, in terms of settings and things like that, there's nothing really that new to me here. Obviously we've got onboard EQ, drive, which is obviously going to give it that extra little bit of kick. The filter is great. Let's play with that. So let's just give it a little bit of extra drive. And obviously it's coming out that little bit harder input. compressor on this is really good as well. So obviously you can change mode from soft, medium to heavy to attack 1. Let's try that. Now let's switch from that to medium. Yes, so all in all, we've got EQ, drive, power, compression, stereo, filter. If you've been producing for a while, this is obviously nothing new to you. This is pretty standard, but the effects just out of the box, what this plugin does as a multi-effects plugin to your bass in your track, it just gives it so much more character, and there's not really much more I can say for it. Let's just go a little bit wild and just go through some of the presets. So if we go up to things like underwater kick, so it depends on what kind of sound you're going for, but clean distortion. See, what is already a great 808 just gives it so much more character, and it's just amazing. I don't really know what to say too much about it, but if we go to another, fit in the mix. So this one was a bit more of a trappy vibe. Not really my sort of thing, but let's just try it with the whole beat. Now, I generally like to duck my 808s down nice and deep. I don't want them to be too prominent in the mix. I just want them to marry up nicely with the drums and be sort of at an equal footing to sort of everything else. Like to me, everything in a beat really sort of comes together when you add obviously the drums and the bass. And now for me, the style of music that I like to make, generally those two have to marry well together, and one is probably not more prominent than the other. So that's what I like to mainly just stick to for pretty much everything. This wasn't really intended to be a tutorial, but obviously if you do want this plugin, I will bung a link down in the description to the AngelicVibes website where you can buy it. I'm not sure if I even said their name at the start of this this video, but yeah, they pretty much kick ass. And obviously if you do want warm 808s as well, of course there is a link down in the description for that, because it rocks. And that is pretty much it for today. And of course, if you never want to miss another tutorial or video from me, go ahead and hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell, because if you don't, you won't be one of the cool kids.